Alright folks, hello and welcome to another Minecraft video. Things look a tiny bit different than when you last saw them. This is not, unfortunately, part 2 of my 100th video special. I promise at some point that'll come along. Right now I can't give any projections, any dates, but once I get the raw materials to finish up this rail, I'll do it. Now, since you last saw me, I haven't recorded a lot. For which I apologize. I'm kind of running a very loose schedule right now. If I did have a schedule, I'd be way behind, because apparently 1.8 is coming out around my birthday, which is in a couple days. So I'm kind of worried. I've got lots of stuff to do, lots of things to get ready for, and lots of things I want to have done before 1.8 comes out, but we'll see how that goes. So I did a bit of stuff off camera. I just made this room a bit more design friendly, gave it a bit of an idea. Nothing too big. An infinite spring right here. I'm just going to give you guys a tour of what's going on. I made this a tiny bit bigger. I made it all a bit more clean. Not really. It's still kind of a mess, but it's much cleaner than it was before, where things were just like blah, 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 all over the place. This is an interesting new contraption I came up with. It's not a big deal, really, but because I always kind of wanted like a Hobbit hovel, and the closest I could get to having the windows like that was if I actually had it right here. Let's see if that's still all there. Oh, well, it's not really. But I made a window like this, where this would be the only like view space I had, and everything else was sort of obscured by dirt, so it wouldn't like protrude outward and wouldn't be immediately noticeable. Now, a piece of sand and a bunch of dirt is a tiny bit noticeable. It's a bit out of there, but it's still it's very convenient. It's an easy way for me to look out, see what's going on. When and if the Endermen show up, I've got myself a little pumpkin right here. I can deal with that. Um, I've updated lots of stuff in my base. Down here, there's nothing yet, but I want this to lead to an outdoor tree farm. And the reason I want an outdoor tree farm is because I've realized that I've kind of made this a bit too easy on myself. Everything I've done so far is indoors. The goal was to be sort of like inside and not be noticeable from the outside, which I've sort of gotten, if you don't include the rail. Uh, but I feel like I've been a tiny bit too easy on myself. So I want to build a tree farm that looks good outside and that makes sense and that I could access at night and not be scared, but that isn't outwardly like man-created. So that it looks something like it's supposed to be there. I haven't built that yet, but a creeper did leave a crater for me to work in, so hopefully that'll become that. Now, actually, I've made a habit recently of when it becomes day to start looking out for spiders and pigs and various everythings. Speaking of which, I want to know your guys' policy on beds. I'm not too keen on the idea because it changes the spawn point, and I kind of like the way my spawn point is, and I like the naturality of that. Naturality. I don't know if that's a word, but if it is, I don't like the unnaturality of changing your spawn point via bed. But that would make everything more streamlined. It would have to keep me from building or using this rail system too often, because right now I've been walking on it, and that's quite a strain. So, if you guys think I should use beds, please tell me, because I really, like, it wouldn't kill me to use a bed, and it would be fairly easy to just have immediate access, and, ooh, what is that? I did not see that. And unfortunately, I haven't seen any spiders yet either, but, well, howdy do. And actually, no, I guess not. Um, Something else I want to show you. There's a ton of stuff in the base that I omitted and haven't showed you guys yet, for which I apologize. I should go back there and show it all to you. Lots of stuff I've been doing, but basically a lot of that stuff is just boring, tedious work, so I didn't want to bore you guys with that. Come here, pig. I wish I had my axe out. I've been habitually killing pigs with axes. I don't know why. It's a good use for axes, because as just tree choppers, I don't even know where I'm going with this. Whatever. So once I massacre this, I'm not really massacring it. Again, this is Minecraft. And I turd a zombie. Swear to God, it can't just be me. This is ridiculous. Where is he? This is intriguing. My heart can't take any more of these twists. But there is a zombie somewhere around here. I want to say he's in the trees, but that seems weird. I can't hear him walking around. But he feels like he's right under him. I don't know. I'll deal with that later at some point. Because speaking of underground zombies, I need to show you guys something. First let's just... well, two things. There are two caves that are currently on my to-do list to explore. There's that cave, which I'll build a tiny little outpost in. Nothing too big, but something I can store my stuff in. And a cave that I found in here. Now first, I'll show you that and how that came about. I decided to build myself a little mine. Because this is what I did in my original base, and it's something that really gave it that feel of like, wow, that's pretty cool. Kind of. I can't say that's what gave it the feeling, but certainly is part of it. This is what interests me. This mine cave. Jesus Christ. You can jump up that. What are you doing? Oh no, I guess he can't. Oh Jesus, Jesus. No, I don't want to get my hopes up, but that skeleton actually is interesting because I do want to find a skeleton spawner. I actually, for whatever reason, I can't place it. I don't remember making all these arrows or ever having them, but I have a ton of arrows. I have pretty much two stacks. And that's going to be really useful, especially considering the charge, like the holding mechanic for bows and arrows, which really, if you look at it, you know how there's stone picks and diamond picks and gold picks and such. This really gives that sort of feeling in a different way to bows, which is interesting. It's like, are you a fast shooter? Well, then you can get out 2 or 3 shots. Or, if you're at a distance far away enough, you can charge it, and then you can probably kill it in faster time. Food for thought. Another thing, and it just escaped me. I don't know. Jeez, I forgot what I was about to say. Well, anyways, while I'm trying to remember that, I'll show you guys what's going on over here. I think I'm lagging a tiny bit because of the rushing water. I'm not quite sure why I'm lagging. I wasn't lagging before. I thought I fixed the lag problem. I don't know. Maybe let me change the render distance a tiny bit. That seems better, but I don't know. Hopefully I wasn't lagging in the recording. I thought I fixed that. If I was, I'm really sorry. I'm going to look into that again. I thought I had that all fixed. This is a refueling chamber. Now, I realized that one of the problems with my original base was that I had items and everything scattered all over the place, and when I died, I'd had to go to this chest and that chest, which could be easily fixed by having separate, like, one chest area, which I sort of tried to do in my old base, but I figured it'd be much fancier if I used redstone. Now, I built a prototype of this in my old map, and when I finally do finish this, I will show that off. Actually, you know what? Nah, never mind. I'll show that off when I have an episode about this. Actually, you know what? I think I'll make this episode that episode. Alright, so basically, let me explain how this goes. When you die, you've got an empty inventory, unless for some reason, like if I were to sleep in this base, which I still want you guys to answer me about, because, I mean, if you guys want me to sleep here, I mean, that's fine with me. I'll build myself a little office shelter right here with all my basic needs. Basically, you walk up to here. The way I have it set up on my other map, you pull a lever, or actually, you pull these two first. The water comes rushing down, then you pull a lever here that causes all the dispensers to go. And the order of the dispensers, see, they're slightly different. This one comes first, then this one comes second, this one comes third, oops, and the other one comes fourth. And that, in the order in which they drop, is the first 4 things in my inventory, which, when I go exploring, will be pickaxe, shovel, sword, bow and arrow, now replaced by bread. So, let me go show you how that works. It's not completed yet because I don't have I'm going to keep restocking this. And second of all, I just haven't wired the redstone for the dispensers to work. Let me show you guys a working copy of that. Let's go see this there. Ta-da! Alright, first of all, let me drop all my stuff off somewhere. Uh, This is gonna be tough. No, it's my wool, giant wool statue. Hmm. Oh, this is a chest for all the other stuff you'll need because these only drop individually out of dispenser, so that's not gonna work. Now in this dispenser, it's in this refueling station, it's a tiny bit bigger. It covers 6 spots in the inventory, but because I figured in my actual base I'd be using bread, I'd be getting bread and pork chop differently on a different system through a farm or just by crafting it immediately when I need it through my farm. I didn't need it to drop out of a dispenser, and it was just simply easier if it didn't. So I'll have bread, food, arrows, and torches in here, and perhaps something else. Oh, and I'm going to turn it to hard, or peaceful here, I mean. This is the only time I ever play on peaceful, is when I'm on this map, and I need to go get some sleep. And as soon as I sleep, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to kill myself, drop all my stuff, respawn, and go and show you how that works. And this is annoying. Only sleep at night. Maybe I should just die right now. Oh, it'll be hard to die with peaceful on. I don't know if I'll be able to drown. Jeez. I'm having more of a problem with figuring out how to die than... Huh. There's some lava over there that I could use. And there might be some lava here. Whatever. Let's see. I'm just gonna use this chest. Dun. Sorry about this. Oh, I didn't think it would take... Gosh darn it. Alright, I'm gonna too many items myself a chest. Right there. Jeez. Most of the stuff in this map isn't legit. I use too many items on this map for just experimentation. Some of you may have seen my little stuff with that. I was going to show this off individually, but then I realized I'd be building my house with something like this just on a smaller scale, so I figured I'd show you guys. So first you turn on both of these, which releases water. Now I calculated this so the water stream is a bit more controlled. In the other one it's not as controlled because it's all much closer. I think the water, whereas it's right here, on the other map on World 2 it's right here on each side. So whatever, no big deal. And then you pull this lever and you stand here. And for whatever reason it didn't work exactly right this time. And if you just heard thunder, it's because Hurricane Irene is going by around this time. So, not a big deal, just letting you guys know what's up. And for whatever reason it didn't all come in order this time. It usually does, so that's what I'm banking on. If it doesn't, at least I get all my stuff in a quick manner without me having to waste too much time. Jeez. So basically, yeah, that's how it works. And I've got all that lever, this lever right here wired up underground to all of these dispensers, and based on the what's his face, the redstone. They're called something else here. Redstone repeaters. Never mind. When you give them, they call them diodes. Whatever. Based on how those are spaced out and what tick they're on, shows like when these are all tossed out. Because if you heard that, it wasn't an immediate like all of the dispensers going off at once. It was yeah, there's the other one. It was like a rapid fire sort of thing. That's because they're not spaced apart too much, but enough so that there should be a difference usually. So that's how that works, and I'm going to try to build something like that in my house, and I'm probably going to go wire it right now. So let's go do that. And next level, hopefully I'll have enough stuff. I'm pretty much set on most things. I want to build a garden still. It probably won't be fully automated, but I could do that. Not sure, just let me know what you think, whether or not it should be fully automated or not. Doesn't really matter. It's not that big a deal for me. I could do it either way. And now I'm going to... Do I have a lever? No, I don't. Although I have a bunch of wool from when I was outside. Let's drop that off. Well, pork chop that. No, that won't be useful. I'm gonna need the redstone. I don't know how to build repeaters. I'm not gonna use too many items, but I'm gonna do a basic wire up of this, and then I want you guys to let me know how to build a repeater because I have no idea. I've never actually built one. So let's see how this is gonna work. I'm probably going to put the... This is going to be quite a hassle. Let's see. Let's work out this from the inside. If I have a lever, let's see, boom, boom, right here. Let's see, if I have a lever right here, then I'm going to get that redstone, which will be useful. I don't want the water to screw with it, which it will, inevitably. Let's see. Here's what I can do. Okay, so that sits off the... That's perfect. It works. Alright. I'm a bit of a noob with redstone, but I know the basic principles, so it shouldn't be that big a deal. Let's see. This is going to be covered up, so I can go through here safely without worrying too much. I want some light up in here, though. So let's take a look at how where those. It's one above. Understandable. Alright, and there should be another one right there. There. I'm gonna need some room for repeaters, though. So let's see how we're gonna have this work. Alright, folks, after a couple minutes of redstone trickery and foolery, actually, before I start, that was a terrible way to start. Jeez. Jesus. Whatever. Alright. So basically, I did a bit of trickery. I built myself a little backwards way of entry. Let's see. That looks so much better. Kind of. Not really. Whatever. At least it's not jutting out in front of there, which is good. Alright. I should give myself more room. This is ridiculous. Let's see. First of all, I don't need this. Why is this here? What a terrible beginning to the middle of an episode. I'm sorry. My wits are not about me. Whatever. Alright. So I built myself a little way around. Now, I don't know how to build repeaters, and repeaters would go right here, and maybe possibly right here, although probably not. And right now I built myself a way under, or not myself, for the redstone. I myself built a way for the redstone to get under and reach each of these. Let me show you. I'll flick the switch, show you how that works. I haven't put anything in there yet. Oh, and of course the lever is gone. I did just flood this whole place accidentally by opening this up to replace it. Not a big deal. Let's see. Do I have... Oh, never mind. Let's see. Okay. There. So, if that was actually the right place to do that, everything should have lit. Yep, there it is. Everything is perfectly lit. And if there were anything in here, in these two, they would have shot out and ejected, which is perfect, which is great. It's grand. It's fantastic. It's fantabulous. Marvelous. Alright, let's go take a look at what's going on outside. Oh, geez. Terrible render distance. That's what's up. Let me switch that up. I can't pretend to be a decent person and have to subject you to low render distance when looking outside. Hopefully it's not lagging like terrible. I'm playing really well. The game is running very smoothly, what with the exception of like the generating chunks in the view distance. But everything else is working perfectly. If the video is lagging, I really don't know what's up. I think I'd fix that, but then again, do tell me if something's worse or hasn't changed. So this is my little window. I think I've showed it already, and nothing appears to be going on outside. I don't think I need any squid livers, so that isn't immediately useful. Uh, So yeah, basically this is completed. And now once I fill that up, once I stock that up, once I go into that cave and hopefully that cave if time permits, I'll come back with a bunch of iron and I'll be able to craft myself a bunch of iron tools. Right now I'm straight out of iron. I used it all in pistons and other riffraff and silliness. So there you go. This is my refueling station. You've seen it in action already, so I'm not going to bother you with this version. But once I do get it stocked, we will see it working and we will see a lot of this going on. Please do tell me if you don't really care about me sleeping or what your thoughts are on the idea. Because up until now, I've been sort of opposed to it, but I've been watching lots of Co's Quest, stuff like that. And it's interesting how a lot of people don't really give a shit about it. So, if you don't mind, if you're fine with me sleeping, or if you wish to convince me that sleeping is immoral and evil and kills puppies, or vice versa, makes puppies, do tell me. I will definitely listen and put that in account. So far, this is how ready my base is, and hopefully by the time 1.8 comes out around my birthday, everything will be ready. So next week I'll probably be building myself a multi-tiered garden, something similar to what I have in multiplayer. Fortunately, I can't show that right now because I don't have internet. In fact, I don't even know when this is going to upload, but hopefully that'll all work. I'm trying to figure out a place for that, and I'll get all of my farming and tree farm and animal farm and ore well and wheat farm stuff together for the next episode for you guys. So thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day.